BI is a business analytics tool developed by Microsoft. It provides interactive visuals, visualizations, and business intelligence capabilities with an interface that is user-friendly and accessible to both technical and non-technical users. So Power BI is basically very, very easy to use. Like I said, very, very easy to use. Power BI is basically for you to get your data, clean your data, clean it, extract data you want to remove, transform everything you want to do to it. Then load it into your Power BI. Then clean your data. You are going to be using your Power Query to clean your data. To use your Power Query to clean the data, which is transforming the data. After transforming the data now, you load it into your Power BI desktop, where you will now start to, after loading it, you create a relationship between the data that you have, create a relationship for your fact table, your fact table with your smaller table. So I guess in it, so you create a relationship with them. Then you go to your visualization view, where you can use the table you have there for your visuals, creating analysis visuals there that will explain what the data is all about. So I guess in it, so that's basically Power BI. That's just the 3 steps you have to do in Power BI. So after doing that, now you can now upload it to your dashboard, where people can see it, and then you can send it to your, maybe your boss. Like your boss wants to see it, you send it to your boss so that your boss can take a look at it and give you his feedback or understand whatever you want to talk about in data. Power BI allows you to connect to wide, versatile variety of data source, including databases, cloud services, spreadsheets, and more, and transform the data into interactive reports and dashboards. So you get data from different sources. So you get data from different sources. You can get data from Excel, you can even get data from a PDF. You can get data from a PDF too. You can get data from your from text editors like your Notepad. This thing, you can get data from there. You can get from web. You can get data from a website. Like you want to get data from a Wikipedia, any website you want to get data from there. You can get your data from there too. Like I said, so then BI, business intelligence, which is BI. Business intelligence is a technology-driven process. Hello, someone wants to say something?
Yes, Mr. Kingsley. Please share your PowerPoint this thing. I know you shared it before, but I can't see it again, so that I can be following up with the explanations.
So you're not seeing the screen very well, right?
No, I'm not seeing the
there's no PowerPoint slide on the Zoom screen.
You're not seeing it
initially. No. It's just the.
Sorry, I thought. Yeah. Let me share. I share everything. Can you see it now? Okay, it's loading. Wait, it's loading. Wow. I'm very sorry. I didn't know that it was not loading. Sorry, very sorry. Can you see it now?
Yeah, it has come up now.
I'm very sorry. Let me start from the beginning.
Yes, you can see. You can see.
Yeah. So Power BI.
We're following. You can just follow through from where you stop.
Okay. So as I stopped in the BI about business intelligence. So the business intelligence is a technology-driven process for analyzing data and delivering actionable information that helps executives, managers, and workers make informed business decisions. So business intelligence is basically softwares like Power BI, Tableau, ad hoc, which you can use to visualize your data, which you can use to ensure your data, visualize it so that you can, so you can send it to a company that you're working with, so that they can make a decision based on the data that you have sent to them. That's basically business intelligence. So I guess it helps you analyze. It's basically tools used for analyzing data and visualizing them so that your manager or you can send it to executives so that they can work on it, or they can look at it to understand what, maybe if it's a business plan that you're trying to show them how it's going to go, use that to visualize it and show them, and they will understand what you're trying to do. So I guess so we have different BI intelligence, like BI intelligence softwares. We have the Tableau, as I said before. We have Power BI, it's also there. We have Hawk. So we have other ones. We have more which you can ad hoc. That's what we have, other ones which you can also search about. So that's an assignment. Search about other business intelligence softwares. So I guess we have other ones, not just this. We have the one that we use only online, they are also there. So I guess in it. So let's move on. The next is Power BI is available in different versions. So we have Power BI in different versions. We have the first one, which is the Power BI desktop. So the Power BI desktop is just a window application for creating reports. So Power BI desktop is a window application for creating reports. That's the one we are going to install where we can bring in our data into the Power BI desktop. Power BI desktop is basically what we use to bring in the data into our what we use to analyze data. So I guess in it. So if you bring in our data into Power BI desktop, you can clean it up in Power BI desktop. Please mute while coming in. So let's continue. So that's basically what Power BI desktop is basically what you use to bring in the data in, extract it, clean it. Please mute so I won't disturb the class. You use extract it and visualize the data. That's basically what Power BI desktop is. Then we have another one, which is Power BI service. Please, who is that? Please mute. Can you please mute? Mr. Osho, good evening, sir. Please, can you mute? You are stopping this noise is stopping the class. Okay, so let's continue. So now I have the next one, which is Power BI service. Power BI service is a subscription-based service for sharing and collaborating on reports. So Power BI service is basically where we share, we upload publish our dashboard in. So we publish our dashboard in Power BI service so that we can send links to the person that maybe to our manager or to anyone that we want to send the link to, so that the person can look at the data, how it goes and everything. Then can look at that and do make his or her decision. So I guess so Power BI, you cannot just send someone the Power BI file like that. Just send the Power BI file. Just go and be opening the Power BI and go and be editing it. So in Power BI service, it's just the dashboard that the person is going to be able to see. So I guess so you post in the dashboard there. The person is just going to see the dashboard and just do anything he wants to do there. He can do, but he cannot edit or remove anything that you already have in that this that you send to the person. So you can just take a look at it. If you want to filter some part of this, you want to see some part of the results or anything, you can see it, but you will not be able to edit it in Power BI service. That's basically what Power BI service is. Then we have another one, which is Power BI mobile. Power BI mobile is basically you're having Power BI in your phone. You have Power BI in your phone. You can connect. After creating the dashboard now, maybe you have it in your Power BI service. You can connect your Power BI service. You can connect your Power BI service with your Power BI mobile. So you want to be seeing your data inside your Power BI mobile. What you just need to do is connect. You can scan. We will show you a URL that you can use to scan. You scan it. You're going to connect to the dashboard to your Power BI service dashboard. So I guess so that you can also see the data you have in your Power BI service using your Power BI mobile. So let's move down. So the first down here is Microsoft Power BI Desktop. Power BI Desktop is built for the analytics. So I guess it combines states of the art interactive visuals with industry reading data query and modeling built-in. Data query and modeling built-in. Create and publish your report to Power BI. So Power BI Desktop helps you to empower others with timely, critical insights anytime, anywhere. So I guess in Power BI Desktop, you can just use Power BI Desktop is basically what we use for the job that we're meant to use. I guess in it. Power BI Desktop is what we use for the job. Power BI service is just to visualize to display the visuals that we already did after the after doing our dashboard, to put it online so that we can send it to people that want to share it with. That's what basically that one is. But the Power BI Desktop is used to create the dashboard that we want to make use of, like the visuals, bringing our data that we want to use, extract it, transform it, clean everything we want to clean, make it look perfect for what we're trying to do, create a relationship in it with our what's it called? Power BI Desktop. We create a relationship in it, create a relationship that between different tables in our this thing. After creating the relationship now, can visualize the data there, visualize it depending on what we want to do, can use different visuals that we have there. We have bar charts, we have pie charts that we can make use of. So after creating the visuals now, We can publish it to our Power BI service where we can now share it with others. So people that want them to see it, we can share it with them. I guess in it. So the most common uses for Power BI desktop are following. So first of all, connect to data, transform and clean the data, create data model. So creating data model means you create a relationship between them. So you create a relationship between different tables that you have. So I guess in it, you create a relationship between them. That's creating a data model. So I guess in it. So create visuals such as charts or graphs that provides visual representations of data. So you create different visuals like chart, bar chart, pie chart. They are all there. You can create them in your listing. So I guess after creating them now, after create reports that are collaboration of visuals on one or more report pages. So you can now share reports with other by using the Power BI service. So you share the report with other people by using the Power BI service. So sorry, this is meant to be. There are 3 views available in Power BI desktop. So there are 3 views available in Power BI, which you select on the left side of the canvas. The views are shown in orders. They appear. The views are shown in the order they appear. So I guess the following are report. So the report is basically where we create the visuals. Your report, you create reports and visuals where most of your creation time is spent. So you create different reports. So you can create different reports by using your visualizations, that's where we use our charts. So where we use our charts, our different visualization system, chart, pie chart, bar chart, every other thing. That's where you use it. So in the report, that's where you bring in, you visualize the data that you have there. So so the next one is data. You see the tables, measures, and other data used in the data model. So you in the data, in this data view now, that's where we can see the data, the tables, all the data we have. You see it in the table like that. We see different data there. See the data we'll have in that place. We're not going to be seeing it in report now. We're going to be seeing just the data, the names and everything there, the data views. So we can add more tables, add more columns to there, to the table, to the data that we have. If we want to add more columns to the table, we can add more columns to them in our data view. Then we have the model. The model is where we create relationship amongst tables. Like I said, so that's where we create relationship amongst tables. So we want to create a relationship between 2 tables so that when we filter this one, it's going to affect the other table. So I guess so we can use this table here to filter this one. That's basically why we need to create a relationship. So we need to create a relationship so that we can, so that when I want to filter something, maybe now I do my visuals now, and I want to, when I click on my state, it shows me the amount of products sold in that particular state. So to do something like that in our visuals, we have to create a relationship between the 2 tables that have that same this thing there. So you have to create a relationship between, if it's in different tables, you have to create a relationship that will allow you to filter by a particular column in different tables. I guess so you have to create a relationship in your data. So I guess in your table, your different data that you have. So I guess you have to create a relationship in there. That's what we are going to be doing in the model part of the view. So I guess so that's on desktop. The next one is Power BI service. Power BI service is a collection of software services, apps, and connectors that work together to help you create, share, and consume business insights in the way that serves you and your business most effectively. Power BI service. So to go to the Power BI service, all we need to do, Power BI service is basically online. It's not a software. It's an online software. So it's a web software that you have to, it's like a web app that you have to log into. Not that you have to download the software, it's just a web app. It's an address. So to go to it now, see this, if you can see my screen very well, this, let me make it bigger so that you can see it. So make this bigger. So let me make my screen bigger so you can see it. So to use my screen is very slow. So to use the Power BI service, you have to go to this web address. You can see it, http app//app.powerbi.com. That's the Power BI service area. So I can say that's the address. So if you want to use Power BI service, you have to go to this link here. So I can see it. If you want to use Power BI service, you have to. So let me show you. Let me also show you. Coming. So if I say, let me copy that link. So I hope you can see my web, not my presentation again. Are you going to see my web?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm trying to log into the. So this is the part. So now when you get here, you just need to add in your email. So add in your email, then submit. So when you submit, they're going to take you to the area. But this one now, the thing about this is that you don't use ordinary email. Someone is typing. Let me see. Okay, yes. So you don't use ordinary. You need to create. Sometimes you need to create. What is it called? You need to have a web mail, like a web mail with mail that is connected to your website, or there's a way you can create a mail from Microsoft. They will create a web mail address for you, but it's going to be in Microsoft that you can use to log in. So you have to be able to log in here and also log into your Power BI desktop too. So I guess so you can be able to publish into this place. So you need to create something like a web mail. So if you have a website, you can create a web mail on your website. But if you don't have, we can use Microsoft to do that. So we're going to see do that when we get to that Power BI service, how to publish and all that. We're going to do that. I'm going to show you how to create that web mail in Microsoft business. So we're going to talk about that later. So this is basically here. So you just need to put in the mail here. So put in the mail and submit, and they will take you to when you have to everything you need to do to move on to your publisher is your dashboard area. So that's basically that. So let me go back. So then the SaaS, which is software as a service. That's basically what that is. So software as a service. Software as a service, that's basically what the Power BI service is. So I guess it's a software as a service. Allows you to connect to and use cloud-based apps over the internet. Over the internet. So I guess in it. So common example of this is our Microsoft Office, like Office tools like your what's it called? Your Excel, that web Excel in the web. So I guess in all this web Excel, that's in it. It's also a ASS software. So I guess in it is software as a service software. So I guess in it. So something like that, something like your email that you use in your web, your email, your Gmail, your calendar, your online calendar, all that. So listen, also your Power BI service is also a software as a service platform. So I guess in it. So then Power BI Mobile, basically Power BI Mobile is, as I said before, is just basically used for viewing the data in your mobile, so in your phone. So I guess viewing in your data is going to be in your Power BI service area. So I guess you can view it in your phone too. So I guess so the Power BI mobile app for the Android phone brings Power BI to your pocket with up-to-date touch-enabled mobile access to your business information. So you can filter a report by your geographical location. You can scan QR codes with your Android phone and go straight into your Power BI dashboard. So basically what you need to do is when you install that your phone, you will get a place that you can scan. So you will get a QR code that you can scan on your dashboard on the Power BI service area. So when you scan it, it's going to automatically take you into the Power BI service area in your phone. So you can just view it in your phone. You can filter in, you can also filter in your phone. You want to filter based on a particular thing in your phone. You can also do that, but you won't be able to edit it. You won't be able to delete you won't be able to delete a visual in that place. You're just going to be seeing it there. You won't be able to delete. So to delete or edit is going to be inside our Power BI desktop. The next is key features of Power BI includes data preparation. Number one, data preparation. Power BI enables you to extract, transform, and load, which is your ETL. So it helps you to enables you to extract, transform, and load. So you can get your data from any sources that you want to get it from. You can get your data when you get it now. You can extract the data. You can so extract the data, transfer the data you want. Maybe what I mean by extracting is when you get data now, you might have too many data in that this thing that you got. So when you got data now, so you might have to make, so you want to just get one particular one, you can just get that one, then you transform the data. So after transforming the data now, you can now load the data into your Power BI. So to transform the data, what we're going to be using is our Power BI, is the Power Query. We're going to be using Power Query to transform your data, extract and transform the data. Then after transforming the data now, you can now load it into your Power BI for visualization. So I guess in it. So data from various sources, clean and shape the data. So it helps you to clean and shape your data the way you want it to be, and create data models that suits you. So this is basically when you go into your visualization now, you can create data models that suits you. That's creating a relationship that how you want the relationship to look. You're going to create the relationship through different tables. So that's that. Then the next is data visualization. Power BI offers a wide range of visualizations such as charts, tables, maps, and graphs, which can be customized and combined to create rich and attractive reports and dashboards. Users can explore data, drill down into details, and gain insight from the visual representation. So I guess so basically Power BI also gives you the power to create different visuals that you want. We have plenty visuals. This one is just more. We have other visuals inside there. So you have chart, table, map, KPI visual is there. So I guess if you have a card visual, you can have card. That's also another visualization. So I guess to have other ones in there that you can make use of to display your data, to represent your data in a better way. So I guess so it also collaborates and share. Collaboration and sharing. Power BI allows you to share reports and dashboards with others in your organization. So you can share. So you can share data. To share data, we need to put it in our Power BI service. So to publish it, so after visualizing it, after doing it, we need to do Power BI desktop. You can now visualize it in our. You can now publish it in our Power BI service area. So you can publish it in our Power BI service area so that we can now share the link to other people so that they can look at our data. So the next is natural language query. Natural language queries. Power BI support natural language queries, allowing users to ask questions about their data using everyday language. The features known as Q&A. So you can use Q&A to ask questions, like you can use your M language to also ask questions to write your queries that you want to get more information about your data in that. So I guess if you want to get more information about your data, you can also do that by using your Q&A, which you are going to see there, which is Q&A. The Q&A means question and answer. So I guess that's basically, so you ask a question about your data and it's going to help you to answer the question that you have about that data. That's basically that. Then we have number 6, data refresh and scheduled updates. Power BI allows you to set up data refresh schedules, ensuring that your reports and dashboards are always up to date with the latest information from your data source. So it helps you. You can also refresh your data. So I guess you can also refresh your data. Like refreshing means maybe whenever the place you got, maybe you got the data that we're using for Excel now, and now we have maybe what we're doing now is like for a company that they sell monthly. So we want to put in the information for another month now. So when we put it in Excel, you know that putting in Excel now is meant to affect in Power BI. So I guess so using our refresh now, we can now refresh the data so that anything I've added to that Excel file, wherever it's coming from your Excel, from your SQL server, anywhere it's coming from. So you can, if you click on your refresh on that data, it's going to refresh the data, and any new information that's been added to it is going to be added. It's going to be added to your data which we have in Power BI. So I guess you have you can also schedule an update so that it will be updating by itself instead of you coming every time to update it, to refresh it. it's going to be scheduled so that it will be updating by itself too. We are going to also do that. Then number 7, integration with other tools. Power BI integrates with other Microsoft products like Excel, Azola, and SQL Server. So Power BI can also integrate, like that means you can connect Power BI to Excel, you can connect to Azola, you can connect to SQL Server, and as well as third-party application and services. So this integration enables you to leverage existing data and tools seamlessly without the Power BI environment. So you can get data from different sources, you can get data from, they said here, from Excel, from Azola, you can get from SQL too. So you can get from an SQL server, also get from PDF. You can also get data from PDFs. So you have PDF that you want to get the data from, also get your data from PDFs. So that's that. So I'm going to show you how. So here now is connect to data. So to connect to data in Excel, we have different ways to do that. We can connect through files, which is importing data into our data. So you can import data from local files such as Excel workbooks, CSV files, XML files, text files, and more. You can get from import from Excel workbooks, or you can import from Excel and import from text file. Text file mean like your notebook. When you have Notepad, you have a text in a Notepad file. So I guess you can also import that as a text file. So I guess you can get that from that. So you can also get from database. You can also get from your database. You can connect to database, including SQL servers, Azola, SQL dashboard, MySQL, Oracle, and many others. Power BI supports both on-premises and cloud-based database. Cloud-based database, we have other cloud-based database that you can use, which I'm going to show you inside when we get in that. So you also support that. You can also get the one you use installed on your systems like MySQL. When you have MySQL system, you can also get data from your MySQL. You can get from SQL server too. So I guess depending on the one you are using. So depending on where your data is coming from, you can get that. So you have online services, access data from various online services such as Microsoft Azola, SharePoint, Dynamics 365, Salesforce, Google Analytics, and more. So you can get from all these online services. You can get from SharePoint. SharePoint is another online, just basically like Excel. So basically like SharePoint, you can get data from SharePoint. You can get from Dynamics 365. You can get from Salesforce. Also get from Google Analytics. So you want to get data from Google. Maybe you are a digital marketer. You want to get, maybe you have contacts that you have on your Google Analytics platform. You can get that from that too. So I guess if you want to do that. So you can also, number 4, you can connect to Azola, collect data stored in Azola Cloud Services. So you can also get that. You can also get that, such as you can get from Azola SQL dashboard, Azola bubble storage, have other places you can get. So you can also get Power Platform, import data from you can get from import data from other Power Platform applications such as Power Apps and Power Automate, formerly known as Microsoft Flow. So all these ones are also other Microsoft softwares which you can get data from. So Microsoft Flow is another Microsoft software which you can get data from. But now it's called Microsoft Power Automate or Power Apps. So I guess in it. So you can also get data from there. So you can also get data from online. So you can get data from a website. If you have a website that you see data in a website, you can get data from there. So if you have maybe a table from a website, you can get it from there if you want to do that. You get from website. You can get from web pages or web API using web connectors in Power BI. So you can get from web API, like maybe you build a software that you are collecting people's contacts. So you can use that software API to get data from the software. So I guess maybe you have an app, you can get data from the software with the web API that you are using for that software. So you can get from HTML tables. You can get from HTML tables too. When you get data from HTML tables, you can do that. So you can get from JSON feeds. JSON feeds, you can get that. So JSON feeds is for programming too. If you are using, for people that are using like PHP, Python, and all that. So if you're getting data from a PHP source, like maybe app, as I said before, JavaScript too. So JSON is also for JavaScript. So if you're getting it, maybe a JavaScript build website, you want to get the data from there, you can use your JSON too. So you have to have the file. So you have to always have those stuff, you have to have it down to be able to use it. So I guess so if you have all that and you want to do it, it's very, very simple to get. I'm going to show you how to get the data. Very, very simple. It's straightforward. Just click you get your data. So number 6 is other. Power BI offers additional options to connect to data sources like SharePoint list, Hookup, OData feeds, RScript, and more. So you can get data from all these places that being called. So I guess you can get different data from all these places that you're being called. So that's that. So to install Power BI, so I hope we are all with our system so I can install Power BI. Are we all with our system, or have you all installed? I know Mr. Kojo has not installed. Can you all still hear me? Can you all still hear me? Mr. Osho, Mr. Kojo? I'm not saying anything. No. Can we all hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Hello, Mr. Kisman. We can hear you.
So I said
I've not installed Power BI.
You've not installed, right?
No.
Okay, so I want us. Are you with your system?
Yes.
Okay, so let's install it now. So because before to move on, we need to install Power BI. So Mr. Kujo, hope you are with your system too, Mr. Jude. So to install it. To install it, basically
we just go online to.
Yes. So, but now the thing is, before you just need to download it online, but now it takes you to Microsoft software. I hope you guys have. You should have Microsoft software. What's it called? Store, Microsoft Store. So you will not be able to download it from web address again. Before you would have been able to do that, but now you need to go to Microsoft Store. So what you need to do is first of all go online, say download. Hope you can see my screen. Power BI. Download Power BI. So come here.
All the books in this house.
Download Power BI. So it's loading. So then after that, then come down. Yeah. Okay. Power BI text script.
Oh, all right.
I just know what I'm looking for. This is not the author I'm looking for.
Okay.
This download page has been. Please visit www. Okay, this one was not working. So let's check the other one. No, let's use this.
It's supposed to be right inside the text. They are telling you to have brain. I still doing all that.
Yes. Okay, it's what they've drawn it back. Okay, so can you hear me? Can you hear me?
What's the answer?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
so basically,
Osho, please mute your.
Okay, yeah, please mute so that you not disturb. So basically, when you click on that, just click on this download here. So they have done it back. But before it was not. I downloaded my own like this, but recently when I was trying to download it, it's just taking me to Microsoft Store. So but now it's like they have done it back. So now what you need to do is after clicking on this link here, after clicking on the Microsoft this thing here, it's going to take you to the download part, which is here. So it's going to take you here. So click on this download, and then you can just select this one. This one we want to install. So you can say this one is, I think this one is 64 bits and 32 bits. So depending on what you're using, which bit you're using, if you're using 32 bits, your system is 32 bits, you need to download this one. If your system is 64 bits, You need to download this one. Are we downloading it now? Hope you guys are following me. Are we downloading it now?
I'll do my own later. My battery is almost running down. I'll do my own later tomorrow.
Okay. So by doing it, you have to make sure to the type of this thing you're using. If it's 64 or if it's 32 or 64. So anyone you're using, just download it and install it. So so download and install your this thing first. So let me move on. So whenever after downloading it, I already have my own installed already. So I'm going to open it up. So let me open it up. So let's wait for its loading. It's loading. It's taking time. Where is it? Ah, why is it taking this long? And it's very slow. Ah, why is it taking this long now? Ah, French. Oh, oh, I've opened this thing. So, ah, Fabia is no. No, let me. Yes. Yeah, so it's opening now. It's slow. So it's not opening. You can see the screen. Ah, open to mail. Yes. So let's wait for it. Please bear with me. System is very, very slow. I don't know. It's not my own system. So many times. Yeah. So let's wait for it to go. Okay. Ah, very slow. Ah. Mm. Hey, almost 200 minutes. Hey. Okay. Very sorry for the delay. The system is very slow. So it's still loading, please. It's still loading. Okay. Okay, so it's loaded. So if you just installed your Power BI for the first time, it will be showing you you will under here, but this is not the first time I'm opening it though. As in, it was supposed to show me a welcome screen, but because I already installed it before, if I'm going to get something like this. So here you can see I had recent files. If I've already done something inside, I will be seeing the recent file, but I just installed it. I've not done anything inside because this is not my system. So you can see it down here. So I'm going to come back. I'm going to get back to this part. So this is where we get it up. I'm going to get back. I need to show you some. So this is the Power BI interface here. So this is the report view. So this is the report view. Yeah. So I guess so. This is our report view. So this is where we do the visuals. If you had data imported here now, we'll be doing our visuals in here. So add these are different visuals we have. This is so this is the different visuals we have. You come here, you can see more visuals, get more visuals. If you click on that here, you come to get more visuals, get more. You can go and get. First of all, you have to link it to your mail. You get more visualization that you can use. So then you have up here, you have different labels up here. Go to insert where you can insert visuals. This one is basically for visuals because we are in the report view. So everything that we have there is basically our visualization. Basically for our visualization. We want to visualize anything. So it's text box. You want to add text. If you want to add button, you want to add shapes, you want to add images. So this everything here is basically for visualizing. You have model, same thing. You want to add table to your this. You want to add new parameters and all that into this place. So then we have another view. Remember I told you that this first one is the report view. So this place is where we can change the views. So we have the first one, which is the report view here. That's where we do the visuals. Then we have the next one, which is data view. So we have to add data here. We're going to be seeing our data in here. The way the data is aligned, the way data is segregated and everything, you're going to see it in here. And this is for the modeling. So you can see the interface is showing us. So this we create connections with this stuff. So you want to create connections from this to this, you create connection with this, create connection to this, you can create connection. So you can see it. So this line that is going like this now is connection. So it's relationship. You're creating relationship between them like that. Like I said, so this is basically what we do in this visual. Create relationships. Like I said, so we create relationship in different tables. So we can create relationship from our fact table. So our fact table is basically a table that contains everything that we are doing. So maybe if you're doing for a company now, you might have a table that you have a table for countries, have a table for country that you're selling to, have a table for dates, have a table for customer ID and all that. But there's a table that contains every one of those stuffs. So there's a table that must contain the one that the customer, the amount that the customer bought is in, the order the customer ordered, their ID, their name. So I guess in it. So there must be a table that contains all those stuff. So the table that contains all those stuff is called our fact table. That's in our fact table. So because it contains everything, we're going to be creating a relationship from our fact table to other tables. Because basically every information we have in other tables, part of it is going to be in our fact table, or everything might be in our fact table. Like I said, so we create a relationship from this table we have it, so that other tables from this place that we are now. So this one is data where we see our data. So you see, if you come to the data part, you see that the stuff you see there is different. So here we can see just where we can get the data from, the places, different places that we can get data from. Then we have transform, which is to transform the data by going to your Power Query. So you transform your data by going to Power Query. Then this refresh. So when we have the data there, and we already did something in the data source, we are adding more information to it. So if we refresh it, it's going to add that new information added to that place into this data. But that's what the refresh is used for. So the manage relationship, if you click on manage relationship, it's still going to take you back to your data model so you can manage your relationships, the relationship that they have in those data. Are you getting it? So then you have measure. So measure is your what's it called? Your DAX area. So DAX using your data analysis expression. That's your measure. So you can use it like doing your calculations like VLOOKUP, COUNTIF, sum if, count concatenate, count blank, and that's the DAX. So I guess all those stuffs, XLOOKUP, all those stuffs. That's your DAX. So I guess so you use your measure to do that. So create different measures to be able to make calculations. So we can also create columns. If you can see there, you have columns, we have tables, we can all those stuff we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about that when we get to that part. So, but what we are meant to talk today is getting data. So how to get data into the. So we see we already inside, but we don't have any data we work with. So we have to get data. We have to bring data in. So we need to bring data in. So we have different sources that we can get data from. So to see them. So when you come in the first time, that dashboard that was showing. When you come in, you will see get data there too. You can also get data from that part. That's one thing that I removed that I said I want to come back to, but I'm not going to go back to that part. So, but if you want to get data, you can come here and say, well, let me go to, I'm going to go to my report. I can come here and say, I want to get data from Excel workbook. So if you want to get data from Excel workbook, I just need to click here. I want to get from Power BI data sets, click here. I want to get from Power BI data flows. I want to get from data vast, all this SQL, analysis services, text / CSV, web, blank query. Blank query is you put in the data yourself. If you have copy data, you want to put it in yourself. That's the blank query. You can also get templates. So you can also come to more. So if you come to more, let it load. It's loading. Just take time. Okay, so it's taking time. System. System again. Okay. Okay, so then this is it here. So we can get different, you can see it. We have XML file, we can get from text file, can get from PDF, can get from folder. So folder means maybe folder can be different stuff. It can be, you can have in a folder, you can have Excel file, you can have Power BI, you can have Excel file, you can have what's it called? PDF file, you can have text file inside that folder. So you just import everything in that folder, bring it into your Power BI. So that's your folder. Then you import a full folder that has different data sets inside. If you want to import it, that's what you use the folder for. So you have our MySQL database. You can get from MySQL database. You have SharePoint folder. You can get from SharePoint. You can get from Access database. Access is also another Microsoft database that you can use. You have different places that you can use. All these ones here are different places that you can get data from. Getting it. You can get data from all these places. Depending on the one your data is in, you can get data from them. So, but I'm going to come to file. So under the file, we have Excel and all these ones here. So the one I'm going to talk about Excel. So to get from Excel now, just need to select it and click on connect here. So you can see the connect down there. So wait, it's going to open up our file explorer for us so that we can select the Excel file that we want to use. So let's wait. So okay, so it's opened up for us now. So now we can see your Excel files, different Excel file that you have. You can just select, but I'm going to look for a better one to select. Select this. So select this, then click on open. So let's wait. Open, so coming up. So please wait, connecting, please wait. Wait while we establish a connection to assignments for data analytics. So I think this is one of the assignment I downloaded from that. I'm just gonna show that it's coming, opening. Let's wait for it. Oh, this system is very slow. Hope you all are understanding. Hope you are understanding what I'm doing.
Yes, I'm following.
Okay. So then, now after creating a connection to that, now you need to look for the Excel sheet. Which of the sheets, which you may, in that Excel this you have different sheets. So you want to know which sheet you are looking for. Maybe you have different tables. You have pivot table sheets. They will have customer sheets. They will have drop down. So I guess so depending on the one you want, you can click and see the data that are in there. You can see this data is inside. And see this data is a phone number. And see other. You have different data in order. So basically, what if you want to, so let's say you want to import this order now, all we need to do is click on it, make sure it's ticked, it's marked. So I guess so if it's ticked, click on it. If you want to select another one, so you can do that. But let's say we want to just load this, or let's select two. So let me check for another one that we can select. This one. Let's get with this customer ID, customer. So now, basically, I can just load this stuff in here now. I just load it into my data. So what I can, let me just load it for now. I'm going to load it. So I'm going to load it after selecting the one I want, the sheets I want to make use of. Just load it. Yes. Oh, sure. Let's try that again. Okay, so let's just order. Let's just order for now. Okay. Okay, so it's now loading it into our listing for us. Now loading it. So it's loading. Let's wait. You can see other creating model connection in model. So come in. Just for it. Okay, hopefully taking too long. One of the loaded query contains error. Okay. It's telling us that one of the loaded query contains error. So this one now, the reason why it's saying us this is because we are meant to, first of all, take it to where we are going to transform it. That's very good. You have to always do that. Even if you know that, yes, my data is okay and all that, you still need to take it to that place, to your Power Query, which is where you transform it. So that's basically why it's showing us that some of the rows you have them, no, they have errors in there. So like, this system is still hanging up. Let's wait. Let's just wait. The system is still okay. Okay, so now we come into our data view. It's going to show us different data is coming, loading. Okay, so this is our data in here now. So this is the data, you can see it in here. You can see the other column. You have the customer column, you have the coffee name, you have the gender, you have the phone, you have the order, you have the, so I guess so basically you can see all that here. So if you come to this place, so now this is where we create relationship, but now because we have only one table, we cannot create it. So relationship is basically creating it from two different tables. You have to have your other table now. Maybe you have your customer table, you want to create a relationship from your other table to your customer table. So I guess in it. So you have to have two tables before you create relationship. But we can come here now and we can see that stuff is not showing us, so we can now start putting our data in. So I'm coming so I can see this is where I can bring in let's say like a table, and I can bring in my order. So this is basically order ID, that's what it's going to show. It's loading. You see, So basically, it's gonna this is the order, but it's gonna calculate the order together for me. That's basically what it is. This because I'm using a matrix. So I guess okay, table. It's gonna help me calculate everything together. That order. So if I put order and is order this customer name. This so you can see now it's showing the order and the customer that ordered it, the table. So it is basically you can start doing your reports here when you have your data. But now this data is not good enough for us to use. So I guess we have to clean it up. You can see all this column 10, all these stuff here, all these stuff are empty. So we need to remove all of them. If you can see it, you can see it here. You can see column 10, column 11, column 10, all these stuff here. We need to clear it out. It's not in our data. We need to remove every one of them there. So I guess so let me but that is not for today's class. Just basically need to show you how to put system is hanging. Please try to remove and system is not hanging again. So basically that's the one I just showed you is how you get for Excel. So I'm going to show you how to get from web. You want to get from web. So we already have this one for the Excel. So let's say you want to get from web to you can also do that. So come to your get data, come to more. So let's wait for it to show. And then come to order. Then come to web. See web here. Then click on connect. So now you need to create a web. You need a web address. So I'm gonna. So there's a data I saw in what's it called Wikipedia. So I'm gonna use that. Countries and their population. So I'm gonna use that. So let me go to Wikipedia, and then let's check that. Okay, so let's search what we want. So say what loading. Oh, yes, it's loading. Oh, oh gosh. Oh, the web address for this to work. What is this system just finding like this? Finding. Yeah. So this stop it. This wow. Not really. Oh. Just put word relation. Okay. Okay, yeah, this is what I'm looking for here. Okay, so you see all these tables that I seeing here now. Can you all see the table? All these tables here, we are seeing here, we can get them in here. This one like country and Independence Day, and get all this here. This one too, we can get it. So what we need to do is copy the link of this place, copy the link, then go to your Power BI, then see web address, paste it in, click on OK. So we wait for Power BI to do its job. So we say connect. It's waiting for video. It's coming. It's loading. Let's wait. Village. Okay. Okay, sorry. Connecting. Just connect it. So let's wait. Okay. Yes, very slow. Ah, why is it taking this long? Oh, it's gonna take a while. My system is very slow. So hope you all understand the one we've done to this extent. So it's basically just the introduction today. So we need to install this thing before we go in there. To install your own. Okay, so it's coming. Okay, it's up now. So it's loading. So it's going to show us all the data, all those data that I see in that inside in that website now. We're going to see them there. All those ones are in tables, not the text, and all those ones that are in table. You're going to see them, see the different tables. Then you select the one you want. So it's going to display the tables here for us. Still loading. Okay, so this is that here. So now we can just the one we are not the one we are looking for. Maybe country, population and region. You can see region. You have Asia. You have the population. You have other data. Yeah. So all this column up and not the same. This down one that's what we are using. So have population millions, most populous country, India, Nigeria. So you can see. So have Asia, we have Africa. That's the different regions and their population. If you want to get that, just stick behind it, the one behind it. You can go to the next table. 10 most populous countries. You have India, China, United, populous countries. United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Nigeria. So that's the data. So there, you come down have UN 2019 estimates and regions. So you have all this. So depending on the one we want to get, so the one we want to get is the world population, right? World population. Please, let's just get the population by region. So I'm coming, where is it? Population by region. Oh, okay, population by region. I click on this. Now, so you can see that in this data now, we have some errors here. So I guess I have some errors in data. You have all these columns up here, we need to remove them. All these columns up here, we need to remove it. We need to extract the data and make it look better. So I guess so basically, that's where we need to now transform our data. I guess so we need to transform our data now. Where it's going to take us to Power BI. Power BI, Power Query. So we can now transform and replace the header with first column we have there. We can delete the columns we don't want. We can do different stuff there. We can create more columns by another column. We can create more columns with functions or with criteria. So we can create more. We can split columns and all that. We can do that inside our Power Query. So that's not because so that's going to be in our next class. We're going to do that. So in our next class, I'm just going to show you how to import from folder. So how to import from folder. So after showing you that, we can go in and show you how to transform and all that. So next class is transformation. So transform data in Excel. So we've already seen how to import from Excel and how to import from web. So next class, I'm going to show you how to import from folder, how to import from, or you can actually try it out yourself before you install. It's very, very simple. So you can see how I just did it. Just copy the link and put it in there and you do that. It's very, very, the only one that is a bit hard is when you are going to database. So if you want to get from SQL now, MySQL, you want to get from MySQL, that's harder because you have to create you have to install your SQL. So my SQL software, you have to install SQL Bench and all that, set it up, create a dashboard, and then come in here and put in your server and all that to get it. So that's that. So we are going to get that. When we are going into that, we're going to get that part. So that's the only difficult part on getting data. Because you have to create the dashboard yourself, have to install that and all that to be able to get the data. It's not like the file that you just need to go to Excel and create file and you report it. It's not like that. You have to put the your this thing, have it working before you'll be able to create the connection into this part. So but if you want to install from PDF, you can check it out. It's very, very simple. Just click on the PDF and upload it. That is very, very simple to that. If you want to get from PDF. If you want to get from even the folder too, it's very straightforward. Click on folder, go to the folder that you have to put in everything on the folder. What you want to import on the folder, and click on folder, click on go to get from folder, click on it, select the folder and connect. It's just going to create the connection for you. That's it. So so after that, you can either load it if your data is already good for you to go, is already good to go, and load it, or you can transform it. So let me just show you transformation this. So you can ask questions now while going into this. So if you have a question, ask before I call it a day. If you have a question, ask. So this is just introduction to Power BI. Next class, we're going to start fully. We are going to be going into the transformation part of Power BI, which is your Power Query, which is this part that I'm going into now. So if you have a question, please unmute your hand. So your assignment, install your Power BI. Install your Power BI. Then I already give an assignment before Mr. Oshun came. Mr. Osho came. What I said is search for other business intelligence software. So I'm going to share my Power BI presentation for you guys, so you can also read through it. It helps you understand better. So I'm going to share the Power BI presentation in the what's it called? In the group. I'm going to share the Power BI presentation in the group. So your assignment is install the Power BI. After installing it, then import data from your Excel workbook, which I showed you, from web. I already showed you web, then from PDF. So if you cannot do folder, just I will show you folder. But if you go through that and you get it and you did it, it's okay. But if you don't get it, next class I'm going to show you how to import from the folder. So I guess so install Power BI. As assignment, install Power BI. Import get file from, create a connection workbook, Excel workbook, PDF, PDF, then folder, what's it called? PDF and folder too. So I guess it. So PDF, Excel workbook, and folder with web too. So you can get different. You can get from Wikipedia. You can just look for another list in Wikipedia. Have more. Get customer list in Wikipedia and import it. Right? So if you are importing it, don't click on transform. Click on load. Unless you want to just go to the transform before we have the class, you can also do that. But what I also need to do is just load it into the list so that you can share it in the list and I will look at it and see that you ordered it. That's basically what you need to do. So I guess just get from those 3 things that I asked: web, Excel, and then folder. Then the next one is what are other type Power BI, BI intelligence software. So Power BI, BI intelligence software. I need to get other BI intelligence software. Which number one of them is Tableau. Tableau is another BI intelligence software. So, but we have other ones. So just search about them, then so that you can write it out and send it as an assignment. So I guess it. So that's the assignment. Please, if you have a question, please can unmute and ask your question. I call it today. If you have a question, please unmute and ask your question. Mr. Jude, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Good evening, sir.
Yes. Good evening. Mine is mine is both a question and a request.
Okay.
So what's the relationship? I thought what do you call it? Power Query was more of an Excel component. I didn't know.
No, you have Power Query in Excel. You have Power Query in Power Query of Excel is different. It's not that different. They're the same thing. You have the same thing inside there. And everything you see in this, that's what you're going to see in Excel. But you have that one for Excel, and this one is for Power BI too. So
that is the topic we are still here to do with.
Yeah, it's actually the same thing. It's the same thing, but we have just few different stuff there. So I think, but every other thing is basically the same thing. It's just for cleaning your data.
Okay.
Yeah,
and secondly, please, I want to also request. Can this okay? So we'll get the PowerPoint the presentation.
Yeah.
Is it possible to also get a bit of this video so that we can go through before the installation and
the video? I will definitely upload it tomorrow morning. I'll do that.
Please, because the past 3 classes we need, because what I'm seeing here is that like the class from the dashboard we did, the combination of everything, at least from lecture 9, 8, 9, this thing, we are still yet to get the video. So please, liaise with Akim. Let's get there.
The reason is his network has been really bad in his side. Seriously, he has been trying to upload it, but even in the Excel this thing, they have been complaining that it did not upload because of the network. So
because it makes it easy for us to transition into, as we are moving from business intelligence now to SQL. Some of those part of the Excel is very important for us to properly understand these things.
I will talk to him so that we'll be able to upload all those ones too.
Okay, thank you very much.
Welcome. So, Mr. Kojo, I heard what you said. So I will type it out. I will type the assignment out and I will send it to the group for you, Mr. Kojo. I will send it to the group. I will type it and send it to you. Okay, so and I'll also share the. I will do that. I will edit it now and I'll upload the video and I will send it either this night or earliest tomorrow morning. Okay, so Mr. Kojo, I was saying Mr. Kojo, any question? Mr. Kojo?
No question.
No question. So you understand?
Yes, please.
Okay. Mr. Oshun, what of you? Mr. Oshun? Like his network is maybe it's not here. Okay, so that's the assignment. I'm gonna type down the assignment and I'll send it to the group for you guys too. And I'm also going to send you the recording so for reference so that you can go through it. So also try to install that Power BI because that's what you're going to be using. So make sure
I'm going to do that.
Okay. So good night, everyone. See you in the next class, which is going to be on Saturday.
Thank you very much.
night.
Good night.
Have a great day. Bye. Yeah.